Bicycle Pacific Northwest, Stage 1, 480 miles from Fairbanks to Whittier, Alaska, south of Anchorage. June 8, 2010 begins the first stage of this adventure by bicycle. These first 10 days will prove to be the most challenging in regard to wildlife, weather conditions, and stretches of road between services. The bike and I have come prepared. This is our third long-distance tour, having crossed the US in 2008 and Europe in 2009. I feel well prepared for the challenge of the Pacific Northwest. 100 miles out of Fairbanks, the highway begins to climb into the Alaska Range. The meandering road is carpeted on both sides by field grass, alder thickets, and stands of white birch. With each pedal, I draw closer to the summits of the highest mountain range in North America. Within the heart of Denali National Park, my lungs now enjoy breathing some of the cleanest air in the world. Nestled deep in the Alaska Range is Mount McKinley, the tallest mountain in the Americas, rising to 20,320 feet. The first settlers making their way into the interior of Alaska encountered the native Athabascans, who named the peak Denali, meaning the tall one. Near the 3,400 elevation at Broad Pass, I made my first contact with brown bear and two cubs feeding about 2,000 meters west of the road. Our temperaments were calm, and I felt a kinship to them as we shared an afternoon of sunshine, making its first appearance following 2 days of storm. After Denali, I continue on for a stop and a rest at the Indian House. It offered a welcome break to the thunderstorm cold-drenched morning rides. Asked for an order of Jeff's special, a medley of vegetables and Alaska shrimp over brown rice, and my stomach thanked me. After dinner, I tuned up for an evening of rock and roll with the house band. I'll never forget the time I spent here playing guitar with them. It was a long walk back to the tent that night. Waking the next morning to alarm bells, soon turned to the bicycle cassette, which in turn turned to the sound of thunderstorm and rain. There's no escaping the rain up here, but I'll take it any time over the mosquitoes that'll eat you alive. Glaciers and floating ice soon come into view for the first time as I make my way further south on Route 3. Soon I'll be crossing the longest tunnel in North America. 3 miles blasted through the mountains will take me to Whittier, where I board a ferry to Canada. The Pacific Ocean is now in view. With 480 miles behind me, the Alaska stage of this adventure is now complete. I leave Alaska behind and head on to British Columbia. Bicycle Pacific Northwest, 2,000 miles from Fairbanks to San Francisco, June and July 2010.